I was instructed to do this, so I needed to make sure to. I was almost coming to, and good morning, welcome to Waking Wellness. But this morning I woke up with all the pressures of the world just weighing on my mind and my shoulders and my body. And you know how easily that can bring us to tears, having the expectations of what seems like everything and everyone just all on us. And I was asking, it was, just really bringing me to a point and just thinking about, needing money for this and needing to fix that, and just all of it coming together at once. And the biggest one I had to and I've been asking God for a sign, is making sure that I am on my path and that the work that I am doing and I am starting to and been preparing myself and been pouring all of my energy into, that it is right for me. I've been needing to know that because I am that kind of individual. So my soul has been yearning to know that and to reconnect with myself, doing Waking Wellness and my morning rituals, which I somewhat just felt back a little bit on because of allowing other external factors to come in. It has been disconnecting me from my source, and from our source, from source to self. And so when I woke up this morning, I just felt an overwhelming disconnection. And so that easily has started to bring me almost to tears. I could just feel within how much I was cringing and wanting to let go, but I felt so restricted, like I was in chains and being pulled down. And so I just started to ask God and ask Source, please show me that sign. I've been focused on that these past couple of days and it's been happening, but I just said, please show me that sign. And right after that, I also told myself that I just need to be thankful and grateful. And I am, and I have so much gratitude and appreciation to Source for even waking me up. And the moment I had that thought, I almost started to go into a life review situation and seeing all the beautiful things within my life, just seeing all of my life and just seeing each one. I couldn't see a negative thing. It was only beauty, even through the pain and struggle. And for that, I was appreciative. And that took over. It shifted my tonal 1,000%. And from there, it had me realize that, yes, this is what I am. This is what I am meant to do. I've been meaning to share this, and I've been holding out on this for about 9 to 10 years out of fear that what I would be talking about wouldn't resonate, or I would be deemed crazy. For my experiences, whether it be tapping in with deities and archangels, or talking to and seeing God directly and coming out of that and knowing what was meant for me, I always felt that I would be deemed as a little bit crazy. And, it really did scare me back then, especially at the rate and the intensity and the level of experiences that I was having then. So to come to that now, it feels like I'm being reunited with the self that had a vision that I am now becoming comfortable with again. And it feels just amazing. And it's also a little bit uncanny in that awkward way that is funny, being a monkey on the zodiac, being open and we have an infinite amount of possibilities of what we can be, whether it's a creative or whether we speak, no matter what it is, we have so many different ones, like a Leonardo da Vinci. And I used to see pastor on there, and I used to think pastor, and it's so funny now because that is actually what I was somewhat running from directly, was my spiritual experiences. I was so keen, and I had this urge to share them. And then on the other end, I used to think, wow, who would accept these kind of ideas? And when I did actually come into understanding what they really were leading me to and the importance of them, I used to start thinking, wow, I don't want people thinking like I'm a God fanatic and then that turning people off. But what does that even mean. When you do come into your own personal relationship and you do have a clear, visible understanding of what source or God is, then yeah, it can be very easy to label someone a fanatic, because when I came out, all I could say was that is all it is. And I was in love with it. And I used to have a friend who was asking me, what are you even saying? And all I could say is, it is it. In that sense of everything is everything, all is one. And I used to try to express that, but I couldn't. It would just be this excitement of me just saying it all is, and just being so comforted in that. And that's what this is now. Coming to that, I was uneasy, I was anxious, and I had not realized that, one, this is a lifelong marathon shift, transfiguration, and transformation. So to act as if I can do all of my work in this day and finish my opus all within a day, within a week, within even 5 years that's not realistic. And so to open ourselves up to this more aware state of being and allow ourselves to really let our presence resonate is what I needed to come into. And using intention, and again, word, I was really using thought and putting myself in that trance, but gratitude, thinking about how thankful you should be for even the experience of being able to feel pain or to be able to cry. That means that you felt for something, you felt you were able to do so, and having that just opened up. It allowed me to release my pain and in a lot of different aspects, forgive myself. And so this morning, I just really wanted to share that, because I also made a promise with God that if He showed me and gave me that sign of what it is that I am supposed to do, and that this is really for me, then I would commit and make sure that I did my part. And all that was to show up. All I am is a vessel. And so the word speaks and resonates through me. And so it was so beautiful, because I could feel myself on my yoga mat turning from tears to tears of gratitude to, oh my God, I am embodying exactly what it is. And I had to get all those external factors out the way, thinking like, oh, I need 100,000 views, or I need this to be so big so this platform can pay me, so this is all I can do it. All the superficial, those are real. So I don't want to act as if, they are superficial in the way of, they're not necessary within the physical realm. But honestly, I had to put it into perspective. I think it was Eric Pepin. I can't remember who said it. But we are really on a rock floating in space. And when I put it into that type of framework, it really allowed me to see, like, there's work that I need to do. And I was narrowing down. I really was able to shift down matrix to matrix to matrix to matrix to matrix, to go from a global scale to almost on a personal and cultural level. Like, wow, I'm fretting over these things. We're just floating in space. There's so much that we are not currently aware of, that we need to become aware of, that we need to do in order to evolve and actually be aware of what is most important. And when I did that, I could just, again, feel my whole tonal change, and it reminded me of what is important. And regardless if I get 100 views, 1 view, 1,000, or 10 million, that this is what it is that I am meant to be doing right now at this moment. And I know that. And if you are listening to this now and that resonates with you, that should resonate with you, because you should understand that we are where we are for a reason. So I just wanted to make sure I did my part, and hopefully I imbued you with that spirit with the Spirit. Like, you can feel, whether you want to call it the Great Spirit, whether you want to call it the Holy Ghost, whether you just want to call it spirit or consciousness itself, whatever it is, I needed to make sure I came to do my part, so that you make sure you stay on track and make sure you do what it is you're supposed to do, fulfilled with love, and making sure that we really understand that is true fulfillment. We need to get over, again, all of these external factors, mainly social media portraying something that, whether it is or it isn't that way, there are things that, regardless of these benefits that we really want, we need to do these for the benefits of evolution, of the plan, and life itself. So I love you guys. I hope this really resonated with you and helps you carry out the duties that you decided to reincarnate for, to help carry out the plan of conscious evolution. I love you. This is Waking Wellness. Health is wealth.